Podketeers.
Is that the new Avengers theme?
That's just the new draft theme. I think we're gonna clip
Can
that.
you replicate that? Like,
Yeah,
do we need to bring Scuttle on
Soundbite.
board to help you sing that? Can we get Scuttle doing the Avengers theme?
Now I turned it into the something else.
I was not prepared for that, and now my throat hurts. So I'm glad I have water here.
You know, I watched a video of a lady telling people how to scream sing, and it was very interesting.
Really?
Today. Yeah, she says, go like this, boop. And she's like, okay, now go boop, and then go meow. And and then she's like, okay, go boop, and then meow, and then make that count sound old. And then she goes, meow. And then she's like, okay, now hold that meow out. It's like, meow. And she's like, that's scream singing. And I was like, okay, then.
Yeah, I'm going to go with no on that. Because anybody that's a Linkin Park fan knows that Chester Bennington sounds nothing like that.
Well, I mean, I could be doing a bad impression of it. It was more nuanced than that, but it was just there was a meow and a boop.
It was more
and an old count.
than that.
Yeah, very meowy.
Well, one of these days, I guess we'll scream.
It's just one of these days.
Yeah, we'll Scuttle scream the Avengers theme.
Or
get kazoos, one of the two. Who knows? One of those will work.
Vuvuzela.
Oh, vuvuzelas would be great. All right, well, welcome to episode 505 of Podketeers. Today is exciting because we are doing another draft, and we don't exactly know what to call this draft because we're drafting Marvel characters, and we're not quite drafting our Avengers team. We're not quite drafting like the most powerful team or the most comedic. We're just drafting characters we like. And so I think it's going to be interesting because we all kind of like something different. I'm on my list. I just have so many random characters. I just threw a bunch of names onto a list, and I'll be honest with both of you. Going into these drafts, I've put a lot of emphasis on creating my actual order. But I feel like on this one, at any point, my order can change. There's only 5 that I think I absolutely know where they would fall on that list. So for me, this is kind of like a, what if I did have to create an Avengers team? But who would I also want to go have shawarma with at the end of the day? Right? So it's a little bit of both worlds. What are your strategies? Like, where do you fall on creating your list for this draft?
So, like I had mentioned to you guys, here's the topic, and I usually go that way.
Well, that's how you can
That's me.
ensure you get your list, right? Is if you
Right.
pick people that you don't think are going to get picked.
Really outside the box.
Yeah. Mine, I think, are kind of closer to like who I want to invite over to hang out. Who's fun, who's funny, who's a good hang, and just some people I like generally. Is it interesting? I started with just thinking of people, and then I had to order them. So we'll see how this goes.
All right. Well, like we have in the past, we are going to be doing this snake style. We use a random sequence generator, 1 through 3, and it will give us the order that everyone is going to go in. Melissa, what number would you like to be during the selection process?
Wait, we're giving. Wait.
So I'm going to do the random numbers right now. What number do you want to be represented by when we run the sequence generator?
Oh.
Out of 1, 2, and 3, or any number?
Out of 1, 2, and 3, yeah. I mean, there's only 3 of us, so yeah,
Yeah,
1, 2, and 3.
Just put me in number 2. I'm in the middle.
You want to be 2? Andrew,
Yeah.
do you want to be 1 or 3?
I'll be number 1. Why not?
All right. So
number 1.
Andrew's 1, Mel's 2, I am 3. It works out because
that's how we're lined
the
up
way
on
we're
the
currently
screen.
lined up. So it works out perfectly. At least for what we are about to do, it works out perfectly. So let me bring up the window for what we're gonna do here, and boom, bring this on stage. So here we go. I did
I'm so nervous.
smallest value 1, largest value 3. Get sequence. Here we go. Boom. It is 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
All right.
I win.
All right. I mean, Mel has one of the most coveted spots, at least in my opinion, in the
Really?
draft. I think so. Because you're
you
kind
guys
like
get
you're in
double.
between. Well, I mean, kind of, but you're in between where you kind of know where everybody stands.
That's true.
Nah, but yeah, I don't know. Either way, listen.
Heyzen gets to go first is what we're looking at
Yeah,
Right?
but I only get 1
at the
pick
beginning.
this time.
Yeah.
Andrew gets 2, and so on. This is, I don't know how this is gonna go. So,
Oh.
are we ready?
It's gonna be great. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
ready for you to go first.
In the spirit of WrestleMania season, this
Are
is not
you ready?
exactly. Keep going. You can finish it if you.
I don't know what the rest of it is. Oh, are you ready?
Podketeers Nation.
Okay.
Are you ready? No, I said, are you ready? Then, for the thousands in attendance and the millions listening at home, let's get ready to draft them.
That's they play that in the wrestling.
And
right?
then the theme song was born.
Y'all ready for this? And Scuttle does it too.
All right. Well, I mean, it's no secret that this character was going to end up on my list at some point. And at the risk of, I don't feel like I'm going to lose the character to either one of you, but I have to go with the man whose heart is sitting right on my shelf.
Of course.
That's right. I'm going Tony Stark, Iron Man himself, as my number 1 pick.
I mean, if you didn't, something would have been wrong.
Yes, I'd be very
Well.
much surprised if
Yeah. well. So it worked out quite nicely for me this time.
Tony Man wasn't up there.
Yeah. All right, Melissa.
Can we put a disclaimer, like, if you haven't seen the latest Marvel movie or The Marvels,
Here's your disclaimer. It's right here.
that's what we need. That's one ticker.
A scroll.
We need is-
Spoiler
Oh,
alert.
a
Scroll.
ticker.
Yes.
All right,
Okay,
stall
now we
everyone.
win.
Mel, let me create one.
Hold on, I'll write spoiler alert and put it on my phone, and we'll go across.
Yeah, I get nervous, like, if we Ugh. I couldn't even tell you guys or ask you guys because I didn't want you to be like, oh, she's gonna get this one or she's gonna choose this one. I was like, no.
Oh,
I
there
need
we go.
this. Yes,
Spoiler
there
alert.
we go. Spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen the movie, there's your chance. You want to skip like 5 seconds or whatever. Here's your warning. I want Beast.
You know, I
That's my
almost
first
put Dr. Blue Fraser Crane on my list, and I
was
didn't.
like,
I was
to
like,
have
I
him
need
first.
Blue Fraser on my list, but I didn't. So good choice.
All
he-
right.
He Blue Fraser.
Yes.
So of the 3 of us, I am the only one that hasn't seen that film.
Oh.
But I am 100% okay with knowing that happens in the film.
It's like
Okay.
the
I'm
post credit.
So excited. I don't even care at this point. That's just so exciting. I love that.
I was scared to bring it up because I didn't want, like, I wasn't sure if you had seen it. And I was like, oh, how do I do this without spoiling?
Yeah.
anything?
Oh, I don't even care. That's an awesome pick. Oh man, I love that. All right, woo, I'm psyched now. I got look at like this. The Rock would say, I got goosebumps. All right,
What's
enough of
it? He's
that.
got a name, right? It's like Dr. Hank McCoy or something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, I
Yeah.
came up with that. Okay, my pick, first pick of my draft. I pick from the film Ant-Man and subsequent Ant-Man films, Luis.
No.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
My number one pick
Bringing in the comedy.
Is
Bringing in the
Luis.
comedy.
From Ant-Man.
Oh,
Big
that's
fan.
awesome.
I want Luis to be come over to my house. We can hang out. He can tell stories. It'd be great. Luis could join the podcast. I'd be very happy.
Man, that would
Yeah.
be so funny. Imagine.
Sometimes I feel I ramble like a Luis a lot, so
I think we all do. I think we all have our
we
moments.
all have our Luis moments.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, so there's my number one, and so it's Snaky Snake. I gotta go again.
Oh, right.
What?
We didn't describe that at the beginning, right? We've done previous drafts, so I'm very sorry. We just jumped right into it.
You
I
said
was so excited after.
Snake, but you didn't say what Snake was.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
excited.
So I'll quickly throw it out there in case you're not familiar with it. Snake style drafting is essentially the order that gets picked. It goes 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So 1 and 3 get to choose twice after the first round. Last round, number 1 picks one time at the end, and that's the end of the draft. We are going to go 10 choices this time around. Traditionally, we've done 8 for the other drafts. We're going to do 10 choices in the main draft, and then we're going to do an additional 4 selections for the FGP Squad. That video will be available on Patreon as well. So sorry about that, Andrew.
That's okay.
Let's go to your number 2 pick.
Number 2 pick. I don't think I would put. I don't know if I'd put him number 2 on my list of everything, but I put him number 2 just to ensure that he's on my list. So my number 2 is Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
No.
Wait.
Tom
Wait.
Holland, Spider-Man.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
Well,
Okay.
Spider-Man.
all right.
Very fun. He can
Let me
come over to
grab-
my house.
grab
Since he's at
Spider-Man.
college now.
Yeah.
He's out on the road. Nobody. He's got nobody knows who he is, so he can come over and hang out with me. I know who you are, Spidey.
You're one of the only few people that remembers him now.
Peter.
Yeah. He was my number 2 choice. Again, I didn't
Oh.
have an actual numberized like, numerical value for each one, but as originally when I was like thinking of the characters as they
Mhm.
popped into my head, Spider-Man was number 2, and I figured, man, if I could get Tony and Peter, like I could always have them. All right, guys, do the thing. And he's like, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. And,
Well,
like,
your
he'd do
your
the whole
team's just
thing.
gonna have to come over and hang out at my team's house.
You know
it'll
what?
be
The
fine.
barbecue's great at your house. I'm cool with that.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Mel, number 2.
Oh. Okay, cool. Number 2. Give me my boy, Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Yep.
Moon Knight. So, why Moon Knight?
Because he's awesome. And because of the whole adventure aspect and stuff. So, yeah.
And his name's
Is-
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Moon
One.
Knight.
What version? What, like, I mean, you get them all as one character, right? But if you had to settle on one version,
Nervous
which one would it
museum. No, I'm just kidding.
No, Steven, I want to say.
be? Okay, that's a good
Yeah.
choice. That's a good choice. Yeah, I like
I
it.
was like, which one?
I like
This
it.
makes me think I need to rewatch Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Everybody should rewatch Moon Knight. It's a great show. All right. I got to get this next character off of the list as quickly as possible because, again, hanging out at the barbecue would be fantastic. Really could make anything happen at any point. We could be in one place having a barbecue or in another place having a barbecue in the blink of an eye, really. And if I was building an Avengers team, also really, really strong for the team. So I'm bringing Wanda on board. Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, is my number 2 pick.
Bum, bum, bum. You started to say your pick, and I thought it was going to be my next pick, and it wasn't, so I'm glad. We'll see. But that's a good pick. I had a feeling that it was good. I'm surprised that wasn't your number 1, Melissa.
Because it was either that, and I was like, are they good? Yeah.
Nobody was going to pick
I'm
Blue
sorry.
Fraser.
That's true. I mean, I didn't even know he was there.
I try to be like ahead of the curve and stuff.
So now you got to reorder your list just to make sure you.
Yep. I getcha. Okay. Next character on my list. Wait, are we 100% going MCU?
I think so. We can do whatever we want. I was thinking MCU.
Or are we going
but
straight Marvel?
I'd say
I was
all my
doing-
picks are from MCU,
So just in the MCU.
but that doesn't mean we have to. But that's what I was
Well-
under the impression of.
Yep.
Let me
Somebody
do
has to check. Somebody has to do some Michael Googling and seeing if they participated in an MCU film in any way, shape, or form.
Here's my question, and you can nix it or approve it,
All right.
and then I'll continue. I have enough to continue if we go strictly MCU,
Okay.
but are we including the Legacy Netflix series since they are now on Disney Plus?
I did not think of them.
I say do whatever you want.
Ooh. Yeah, go for it.
Do whatever you want.
I mean, if I add this character to my
Here's
draft,
a question, Heyzen.
yes.
We can rationalize this if we try.
Okay.
So, are all the Netflix Marvel shows in theory connected to each other?
The Netflix shows are connected to each other, but they are technically not canon to the
Yes,
MCU.
but I understand that. But those are all connected to the show,
Well,
right?
oh,
They're to themselves.
you know what?
This is
Never
what I'm.
mind. They are 100% connected because of Matt Murdock.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was trying to
Okay.
rationalize this for you.
You're welcome.
You know
So-
what? I love you so much.
Here we go.
Thank you for not making me go crazy doing this. Okay, I'm going with this one. 100% number 3 draft pick, Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay.
Chains,
Yeah,
flames,
Nice.
skulls.
I love Ghost Rider. I've loved him for a really long time. I've wanted to see him get his own show or his own film. I think with the addition of the mutants, now we could see that happen. Plus, with the connection and that we now kind of have to the Netflix series, the connection to kind of the Scarlet Witch because of Mephisto, because that's who he sold. I mean, Johnny Blaze did. I mean, he sold his soul to the devil, who was just Mephisto, right? So I'm happy with that pick. I'm going with it.
Nice.
So Ghost Rider is my number 3 draft.
You also could have kind of worked to Ghost Rider through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well, which is kind of
Very
half
true.
connected to
Very, very
MCU.
true.
So there you go.
All right.
You got it
Woo!
both ways.
So much better about that one. Thank you for that. All right, Mel. Next pick.
That's hard. I've been okay, so I haven't been looking, but it's like I've been trying to rearrange everything, and I'm like, you know what? Andrew already took one Spider-Man. I'm taking Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
He's
All
he's
right.
in the MCU now. It counts.
He does count. All
Yeah.
3. I mean,
Yeah.
should I take Andrew Garfield on my next turn then?
I mean, why not?
Okay. Well, I mean,
That's a good.
unless Andrew takes him.
I don't have. I have almost no connection to the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies. So I only know him from No Way Home. So that's all I know. The Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
All right. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it.
Well,
I do like
there
Andrew
you
Garfield
have-
as Spider-Man, but
You have the option. It's there.
I have the
It's
option,
there for you
yeah.
to choose.
True that, yo. True
Um,
that.
but I guess that moves on to me. So,
Yes.
my number 3 pick, from the film Doctor Strange and subsequent films, Wong. My pick is Wong. Am I stealing all Melissa's picks? I'm sorry,
He's
Melissa.
on my list. Yeah,
Number 3,
yeah.
Wong. Best
he-
part of Doctor Strange, if I have to say.
Mhm.
They should just make a Wong movies, but Wong needs a foil, and that is Doctor Strange. And Wong is very funny. I love
Yeah.
Wong. He's
I
very cool.
agree.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yep.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I had Wong fairly high up on my list as well. Like he's 4 down. Well, from my last pick, he's
Oh,
about
okay.
4 down. So, yeah, okay. He's powerhouse, man.
He's a powerhouse. Also seems like a fun hang. I want
He
Wong
does
to
seem
come
like a
over to the
fun hang.
house. He's got that friggin' ringy dingy thing, and he could open some portals, grab some stuff. He's
Grab some donuts.
grab
come
some
back,
donuts. You
it's
know,
like,
being Sorcerer Supreme, he
"Wong,
can
we're
do
out of
whatever he
donuts."
wants.
Whoosh.
Yeah. So that brings me to my number 4, from the series Hawkeye. I choose Lucky the Pizza Dog. Number 4,
Aw.
the dog from Hawkeye. I gotta have a dog at the party, so I choose Lucky the Pizza Dog. He's got one eye, and he wears a Santa hat. Sometimes it's very good. Lucky the Pizza Dog. That's all I have to
Alright.
say
I
about
love
it. It's a dog. Like, you gotta have a dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big fan of dogs.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
back to you, Melissa.
It
Sorry
is.
I screwed up
it's
your
just-
list.
I mean, look, it's actually cool that this is happening because listeners have heard us like go through all of this. Now they can
Mhm.
see exactly what we do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had to rearrange my stuff, and so since we're talking about like parties and hanging out, well, I'm thinking the Grandmaster and all his partiness and stuff.
Yeah.
Jeff
That
Goldblum,
that would be a good hang.
the Grand
Would be.
Master, right? That's what
That
we're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
listen, if he has the same attitude and you get the same character, it already is a good hang. You could have just him and that's a good hang already.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like that choice. Andrew, you have me wondering if I need a dog on my list.
I
Have
mean,
have
There
a
is
frisbee thrown
one.
around. There is another dog
Chris.
available. So, I mean, I have an idea of who my next choice is going to be, but damn.
now you got to decide.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go with a dog. I
All right.
definitely think this is gonna be
Another
a
animal
choice.
of some sorts, or
I mean, if
human,
some people might say that
more human than a
this
human.
character acts like an animal sometimes. I don't know. But I will tell you that the snark is worth the ticket price alone for the next character. So I'm taking Deadpool as my number 4 pick. I
Nice.
really love the snark that comes out of that character's mouth. And
Melissa
that
scribbles
would be
another
part of
one.
Oh
Fun
no,
hang.
I
Mm.
didn't have him for some reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
What's that epiphany that? Oh
Okay.
yeah, Deadpool.
I was like, someone's gonna take. I was like, it's okay.
Well,
Heyzen did.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, someone
It's all
did.
good.
Sorry.
Jimmy Changas.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Chungus, yeah.
That's literally, I've not seen the Deadpool movies. I've seen half of the second Deadpool, so I know nothing about Deadpool. That's the
Oh.
extent. I know Chimichangas. So I'm gonna have to watch these before
I mean, I guess if we're adding R rating, R ratings to Disney Plus, I guess I should add an R rating to my list. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
Adding Deadpool, why not? Right?
The deadest of pools.
So my next one, I'm having a little trouble deciding. Does Deadpool need a companion, or should I go in a different direction and take one of the other semi-snarky characters that I know would add a lot of value to the team if we had to go fight crime somewhere, right? But would also be a good hang if we needed to go have shawarma.
Only you can make that decision, Heyzen.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Curly, Larry, Shemp.
You know what? I'm gonna risk Deadpool's upcoming companion, and I'm gonna go Stephen Strange for number 5. I think having Doctor Strange on the team would add a lot of value, and I mean he has his moments where like it's just like, listen, dude, just go get more donuts.
Doctor Strange is just a second
And if you have
rate
Wong. Listen, he kind of is. He's not the dude in charge, but he adds some value, right? So I'm adding Stephen Strange as
all
my
right.
next one. So number 5 draft pick.
Stephen Strange, Doctor Strange, the whole kit and caboodle, not just like
the whole kit.
not before he got like the cape and went,
No,
not just the surgeon Stephen Strange.
Correct.
I see.
Correct.
Okay.
So back to you, Melissa.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for Andrew.
Nope, you're next.
At this point, I'm just gonna go with whatever I have. I'm done rearranging, but yeah, I don't know. This one I was like, oh, I'll just, of course, I need this little dude. But I needed to grab all the other ones before I put this one, because this one I'm pretty sure nobody was gonna take, and I need a cat, so I'm gonna take Goose, and Goose is gonna protect me.
That's no cat. That's a flurkin.
That's
I know. But still.
But talk about meow, like scream meowing.
Yeah.
Right.
That's called the call.
Hey, there's some flurkins in that that new Marvels movie. You gotta watch that, Heyzen.
I do have to watch
all
it.
kinds of flurkins.
Yeah, I gotta represent my good pal Carol Danvers and watch her film.
Yeah, it was good.
One of these
It
days.
was good. I liked it.
It was funny.
I mean, at this point, honestly, I have nothing against the film. It's not like, oh no, it's got
No, yeah,
like,
now
at this point, I actually want to watch it. I just haven't had the time
Yeah.
to sit
No,
down
it's
and
just
watch
like
the film. So.
people have been, trashing it or whatever. They do whatever they want, but it's good. It's fun.
I got to the point where the only film, like, I'm doing my best to not listen to what people are saying about the films unless it's Madam Web, because I feel like the history of Madam Web, and if you look into the original promotion that Dakota Johnson was doing and everything, it really felt like she kind of got tricked into doing the film thinking she was making an MCU film, when in reality it was a Sony film. And again, I wasn't there. I'm just kind of like reading in between what people are saying about it, what she's saying about it on the press tour and everything. And she doesn't seem happy promoting it, right? It's like she looks like she's going through the motions.
Bamboozled.
She herself has spoken fairly ill about the film. So if there's any film that I'm kind of listening to, is that one. However, it might be so bad it's gonna be good, right? Because it's so bad.
You never know.
So I don't know. We'll see. Cool. Yeah, Goose is a great choice. Andrew.
Me. All right. My 5th pick of the draft from the series Loki we have somebody that is very proficient in jet skis, Mobius. Mobius.
Good. Mobius.
Mobius. I'm sorry, Melissa. Melissa thought that her
Great
list
choice.
was off in the
Man.
stratosphere, and we just have the same list.
Seriously. I'm like, oh man, now I gotta add a little.
Oh,
but
man.
It'll be alright.
That's crazy. It's a great choice.
So, that makes us halfway through, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, we're
5.
all at 5 right now.
We're at
so
5.
Why don't we take a quick break and tell you a little bit about the FGP Squad. So we want to take this moment to thank a very special group of listeners known as the FGP Squad, our podcast, Fairy Godparents, because it's their support via Patreon that help make these episodes of Podketeers possible. For more information on how you can become part of the FGP Squad family, we invite you to go to podketeers.com/FGP. There you will find a list of some of our top contributors, a link to our Patreon, a little bit about the FGP Squad. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to message us either on Discord or on Instagram or something. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. But you get some additional perks being a part of the FGP Squad family, like access to additional content that we upload to Patreon, a special section of Discord. You get discount codes whenever we release new Podketeers gear. I like to send stuff randomly. Sometimes when we test new products, we just randomly also send those out as gifts to people. So all part of being part of the FGP Squad family. So again, podketeers.com/FGP is where you want to go for more information. And of course, to all of the members of the FGP Squad, we just want to send a huge thank you for your continued support.
Do we want to go over our standings, Heyzen? Do you want to check in with our standings?
Let's do that. All right. So after the first half of the draft, we are currently looking. My list is Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, Ghost Rider, Deadpool, Doctor Strange. Melissa's first 5 are Beast, Moon Knight, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire's version, the Grandmaster, and Goose, the cat. I'm going to keep calling him a cat.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Andrew's list of 5 is currently Luis from Ant-Man. Great choice, by the way. Spider-Man, the Tom Holland version. Wong, Lucky the Pizza Dog, and Mobius. It's a cool new song. Doom, 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 doom. Mobius, doom, doom. Mobius, doom, doom.
The system
is down.
Anyway, this is gonna be the longest episode.
Time for a light switch rave.
I don't have any switches. Anyway, okay. Anyway,
or glow sticks. I guess I could make the LED start flashing, but let's go on with it.
Anyway, I'll have my 6th pick from the film Ant-Man and subsequent films. I have Scott Lang, Ant-Man himself.
Nice.
Also seems like
Very
a good
cool.
choice to have at a party. Snarky. I'm a big fan of Ant-Man films. So yeah, Scott Lang can make some small stuff big and some big stuff small, and do all kinds of stuff with those pin particles.
Big food.
Man.
Ant-Man Scott Word Lang.
For real. That's the first thing. Like, imagine being at a barbecue and having, like, Ant-Man just, like, make your steak supersized, or, like, making the rack of ribs supersized. Like,
Like, oh man, we're running low on
Oh.
cheeseburgers. No, we're not.
just cut that thing up.
Right?
Give everyone a piece. Everyone, take a bite. Man, that's a great choice. If only for the large food at a barbecue.
Large food. Or make it small food so you can eat more of it.
No, big.
Big food. Okay.
Big food. Yeah.
All right.
Big donuts, dude.
Or small
you have
people.
Wong go get donuts, and then a Scott
Shrink
makes
your
them
enemies.
larger. Oh. I mean, that would work. Shrink the enemies, eat more big donuts.
There we
There
go.
you go.
That should be
Okay.
a t-shirt. Shrink your
Shrink the
enemies,
enemies.
eat big donuts.
Eat big donuts.
Carry a big
We're
stick.
on it.
Yeah.
We're on it. All right, Mel.
My next one. Only because I like what the cameo, the line that's said. I actually put Stanley as the FedEx guy.
Oh.
And I'm like, he could deliver, and then if he wants to chill out, hey, come down. So Stanley.
Great choice. Oh, Tony Stank.
Yeah.
That's like, it's iconic. You know, I didn't even think about adding Stan Lee to my list, and he's such a prominent character in so many of the films.
Yep.
I'm not even sure how I could have missed that. Shame on me.
Tisk tisk. Well, I hate
I got a
Stan Lee,
package
so
here
I
for
kept him
Tony
off.
Stank.
I'm just kidding.
Such a great choice. All right, cool. So, all right, my next choice, I'm going to use the same rationale that I used for Ghost Rider.
All right.
If there is a connection to the character and they are even insinuated, I'm going to take the character now.
All right.
And the only reason I'm going to be able to do that is because of the fact that the Prowler has appeared in Homecoming, and there was a mention of my next pick, number 6 for Heyzen's draft pick, Miles Morales.
Nice. Very good choice.
That's a
Couldn't
stretchy
get-
stretch, but I'll allow it.
Thank you. I appreciate
I'll
it. I
allow
couldn't
it.
get Tom, but I got the other Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
I'll allow
Not
it.
plural. I appreciate
I mean, it's
it.
not a stretch because he's mentioned in Avengers Campus. So,
True that.
yeah.
True. I mean, it's a stretch, but still,
It's
I'll
a
take
stretch, but it's fun. We'll allow it.
it. I appreciate you allowing it.
This is yes. It's loosey goosey, baby.
Lucy, goosey, goosey. Well, I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised that nobody has taken this character. Gave it a whole round for somebody to claim him, and nobody did. So, you know what? I'm not going to choose that character. I'm actually going to choose a totally different character.
All right. Make us on the edge of our seats and then just completely bail
Right?
on it. Okay.
Roller coaster.
Yeah, I'm actually going with. Ooh. I can't choose that character because nowhere have they
Decisions.
been even talked about or insinuated.
Yeah, you gotta have some kind of rules.
Let me think here. No, there have been no mentions of that character, so I cannot go with that one.
Hazen, you can have any of the Eternals you want. It's okay.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out which one of them I want.
Is it Kimbo
Um,
or Jimbo? I don't remember.
Who's Kumail
I
Nanjiani?
think that's
Who is he?
Kingo.
Remember.
Is
Kingo?
it Kingo?
Yeah, that's well good. No.
Kingo.
Let's see. I'm gonna risk this one again.
All right.
I'm not gonna take that one. I feel like I want a little bit more comedic value, just for the jokes and the possibility of somebody selling him his arm. I'm going with Rocket Raccoon for my number 7.
Nice.
Finally, one that you knocked off my list
Really?
was my number 10.
Okay. Sorry
Rocket.
about that.
That's okay. I've got 25.
Yeah.
All right.
I just moved him to the bottom of the list because I like looking at him still.
I like him.
Yes,
Yeah.
very good. Bradley.
He's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how
My
much for the
hands
arm?
don't scan, but yours do.
How much for the arm?
And that
All right,
guy's leg.
All right, Mel. Who comes after Tony Stank?
Okay, so this one, I don't think this is gonna be cheating.
We'll be the judge of that.
You could be the judge. I can't separate these people. Like love what they do, who they are, and what they stand for, and just how strong they are. And it's women, and I want the Dora Milaje at my place, like at the
Okay.
party.
I mean, you better have a big backyard.
There's a lot of
'Cause
them.
that's an entire army.
And if anything
All
happens,
right.
guess what? I'm protected. So hey.
That's less of a stretch than Miles Morales, so
It is,
I will
yeah.
allow. They appeared in the movie.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
I mean, it was more than just a mention or an insinuation of. So if
I
can
take
get Miles, you
Asgard!
can get the
No, I'm just
entire.
It's a people, not a place.
That's funny. That's funny. Sweet. That's a great pick. Plus, you're protected. Somebody
Yeah.
comes down, like you got some nice protection going on there.
Yep.
It's a solid pick. All right.
That's me. My number 7 from the film Guardians of the Galaxy and subsequent films. A big fan of Mary Poppins. Yondu.
Nice.
That's
He's got a freaking arrow and a mohawk, and he goes or whatever he does. I don't know. He does a little whistle thing.
I can't even do it right now.
Yeah, he does it kind of cool. So yeah, Yondu. He's blue and he's cool. And Yondu, what more can I say? He's Mary
Little
Poppins,
known
y'all.
fact about Yondu, he attempted to become a member of Blue Man Group, but he just
Really?
couldn't do. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, what?
He's not a very good percussionist,
He
and you
wasn't
need
a
to
good
be
percussionist.
a percussionist
He was more-
to be in that
He
group.
was more a wind musician.
Yes.
Yes, he can play the. He's good at the flute.
Ooh.
Following Yondu from the same film series, Guardians of the Galaxy, we have with the big ol' eyes, Mantis. Melissa, I took another
Alright.
Melissa pick. I'm so sorry.
And she was right there on the next one to be
So
called.
sorry.
That was your next pick?
Yes.
Ah, that's sad. Especially being so close to the end. Like, this is where it gets really tricky, right? Because, like, I have, like, another 10 or 15 at this point that I was able to jot down that I don't know who I want to round out the list. I know that we're going to get the additional 4 for the FGP squad, but, you know, in the first 10, like, who do you wrap up with?
I'm sorry, Melissa.
Oh,
I guess our
okay.
brains were more alike than we thought.
I know, man.
So, yes, I think Mantis would be hilarious coming over to the house. So, Mantis. So, Melissa, it's your turn.
Yay! Well, since I had to change my stuff again, I'm gonna take Mantis's party friend, and that's Drax.
All right, I'm
Okay.
moving Drax down. Was my number 13.
Haha.
Let me.
That's okay.
No, I know.
I'm
just
happy to
kidding.
have Mantis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me,
But see, here's the thing with Drax. Like,
What?
you'd invite him to the party, but you couldn't see him. So what's the point?
that's true.
Yeah, but he likes to like. I don't know. I think my brain went to who can I party with, and then if something were to happen, who would be there? And I would think,
No, Drax
like
is a
to
great
party
Drax
and-
is a great pick. That's what
Yeah.
Drax is on my list. I almost had them flopped Mantis and Drax in my thing, and I was like, oh no, I think the Mantis is funnier. And that's most of my list. Is who do I think's funny or fun? Most of my list.
Mhm. Man, that last comment you made about, the party just made me think. I only have 3 picks left. Who do I want at the party? Who can bring the party? I know some of these people can bring the fight if we're building like the Avengers team, but at the barbecue, who's going to be fun?
Oh, my numbers get weird after this. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I can't choose between these two.
Well,
I'm
good thing you
thinking-
have
I'm-
2 picks in a row.
Right?
Oh, I do.
Yes.
Yes,
So
you
just
do.
pick them both.
But I don't know if I want to pick them both because I have 2 others that I want to make sure end up on the list. So, You know what? I mean, I feel like oof. I don't know what to do. All right.
Flip a coin. Do your random generator.
Right? Do I have a coin I can flip? I don't have anything I can flip right now.
Flip a pack of cards.
I should. Oh no, I don't want to damage them. Okay, I'm gonna go with my gut.
All right.
I'm gonna go with who has the power and has the fun, thinking about having a drink, sitting around, getting his dude on. I'm going with Thor.
Nice.
Thor Odinson,
Thor Odinson, the god of thunder.
god of thunder. He can
That's
bring.
right.
He can bring the thunder. He can. He can
bring the storm.
Drink you under the table. That's for sure.
He sure can.
And he
That's why
knows how
he's,
to play video games.
He sure does. See, so he's
Yeah.
fun, right? Just judging by the dudeness that we got to see him in, judging by how he can let loose and just become like one of us, but apply himself and become one of him again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's very humanizing.
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Thor's had a
So go
very,
with Thor.
very interesting arc in all the films. I've liked Thor as he's progressed through his storyline.
Yeah, it's very humanizing. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. So, all right. Well, so this next one, I guess. I'm not gonna go with another Avenger. I was gonna go with another Avenger, but sometimes you just have to bring more magic to the party. I know Stephen Strange has some party tricks. I'm gonna go with Jimmy Woo.
Oh, there
He may
goes.
only have one magic trick, but damn it, it's a good one.
My number.
He was on my list too.
He is on my list as well.
So number 9, Jimmy Woo.
That was my joke answer where I was going to put up a picture of John Krasinski.
Yes.
Oh,
And
Yes.
I was gonna say
no!
Jimmy Woo.
That's how I had
Did
him.
I ruin that?
And it's okay. I'll just tell you about. Just hey, pretend I didn't do that and just do it now.
Okay, yeah. I'm going with Jimmy Woo. I'm
Jimmy
taking
Woo.
Andrew's joke. Oh man, I'm sorry, dude.
No,
I didn't know.
it's okay. That's how the cookie crumbles. Jimmy Woo was
Yeah.
like number 18 on my list, so I wouldn't have gotten to it anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought he
Unless-
was higher
yeah.
up on your list.
No, it's not that bad.
I'll tell you the truth. He wasn't that high on my list.
Yeah.
He was actually much lower as well. Once we get through these last couple, I'll tell you who I actually had next. But we'll get through the list and then we'll
right.
wrap up. But all right, Mel, number 9.
Number 9. Number 9. I feel like I love my list, but I need to add a little bit of like spooky to it, and
Jack Skellington.
It's funny you say that. I was gonna say Jack Russell from Werewolf by Night.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's a great choice.
His name's
I mean,
Jack
it's a-
Russell in that?
Yes.
Like the
Yeah.
dog?
Yes.
Like
You
the
see
dog.
how much I pay attention to stuff when I watch it. He's
Okay.
the titular werewolf.
Mm?
I mean, Werewolf by Night is so good.
It
I mean,
is.
you can't.
I gotta pay attention to these things more. I should have known his name was Jack Russell. Like, I don't
Ooh, man, so close to the end here.
So I see you ended up with the dog on your list after all, Melissa.
I did.
That's funny.
Okay, I guess that's me for my last 2.
Last 2.
My number 9 from the Avengers and other films. We have Agent Phil Coulson. Pew, 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 pew.
Great choice.
He's in there. I like Phil Coulson. Big fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's in all of that. He died for our sins. Agent Phil Coulson.
I don't have. Let me see. I don't have a way to. Or do I? No, I don't have a way. Oh wait, hold on. I just want to show you. Oh, I can't use these cards. They are not appropriate for what I'm about to show you. Okay, so watch. I'm gonna try to cover up my phone here, just so you see. Oh, it's gonna give away my other choice. I don't care at this point.
If you would have not said anything, we wouldn't have known.
That's
That's
true.
But it's not. I mean, honestly, it's not. Just so you can see, I'm covering him up. He was
Next. 2 down.
no. I mean, 2 down.
Okay.
I mean, you could technically see who was next
Yeah.
on my list. I'm not afraid of losing that one anymore, but it's fine. That's how close I had him to the top of my list. Great choice. Great
Number
choice.
9, Phil Coulson. All right. Now I have to think if I'm going to stick with my number 10. Or should I pick a funny one? Nope.
Do you want to round
yeah.
out the team with, like, if you got to go fight some crime or something?
I mean, I got Ant-Man and Wong, one Spider-Man. What else do you need? All right, here's what you need. My number 10, we got a Hulk. We have Bruce Banner, number 10, Dr. Bruce Banner. Hulk, whatever. I like the man, Dr. Bruce Banner. Yeah, you got a Hulk. We got a Hulk on a team.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my number 10. I don't know.
Right on.
I like when he eats those tacos as the smart Hulk.
So when I couldn't decide and I selected Thor,
Uh-huh.
it was between Bruce and Thor. Because when I was thinking, like, who could be a good drinking guy, like, to have there, who could drink everyone on their table, obviously Bruce can.
Yeah.
And, you know, just how fast they metabolize
Yeah.
alcohol. We saw that in She-Hulk, obviously.
Yeah.
But Thor, right? So I kind of like the fact that I like Stormbreaker, to be honest with you, so I chose Thor.
There
if
you
I
go.
can play with Stormbreaker and, like, chop some stuff down and, like, play with Thunder, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
Who knows if I'm worthy, but I'm definitely going to try. Great choice.
That's
All
back
right, Mel.
to you, Mel. Your last pick, number 10.
Round it out.
Yay! Only because I know nobody has this person, but it's always good to have someone that's, like, calm and can get information and just stay focused at the, if there's chaos or whatever. And I feel like she would be really cool to hang out. So I'm picking Darcy Lewis.
Oh, great choice.
Darcy was going to be on my list of if I just was joking around and just picked all regular people. That was going to be my list. Darcy's a good pick, though.
Yeah. She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is going to be hard.
Choices.
It's your last one of the 10. It's hard to make the 10,
Yeah.
stealing that.
Yeah.
Hard to make the 10.
You know, I'm going to go with this character simply because, man, the stories this character could tell. I feel like without this character, a lot of what we've seen, obviously, in the MCU wouldn't be a thing. But even before the Avengers were formed, he was already out there doing his thing. I'm going to go with Nick Fury. I feel like the stories that he could tell at the barbecue would be, mwah.
Yeah,
So,
you can ask him what's
number
under
10.
that eye patch.
Yeah,
What's it look like under there?
yeah. So that's my number 10 pick here.
You know what? I can't argue with Nick Fury.
Mm-mm.
That's
Can't,
that you
man.
can't argue with it. I'm surprised it was that low. I didn't even have him on my list, so that tells you
Wow.
that much.
All right. All right.
But yeah. So what are the standings, Heyzen? What do we have?
All right, let's take a look. So, my list, we're looking at number 1, Iron Man, 2, Scarlet Witch, 3, Ghost Rider, 4, Deadpool, 5, Doctor Strange, 6, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, 7, Rocket Raccoon, 8, Thor, 9, Jimmy Woo with the slick magic tricks, and number 10, Nick Fury. For Melissa's 10 draft picks, we are looking at number 1, Beast, 2, Moon Knight, 3, Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire version, 4, the Grandmaster, 5, Goose the Cat, 6, Stan Lee, FedEx Stan Lee, looking for Tony Stank, 7, the Dora Milaje, all of them. They're
There's
all
all
invited to the
thousands
barbecue.
and thousands of them.
The entire army. That's a big backyard.
Hey.
That's going to be horrible parking, by the way. 9, Jack Russell, and 10, Darcy Lewis. And Andrew's list, number 1, Luis from Ant-Man. 2, Spider-Man, the Tom Holland version he stole from me. 3, Wong. 4, Lucky the Pizza Dog. 5, Mobius, and his jet ski. 6, Scott Lang making all of the donuts bigger. 7, Yondu. 8, Mantis. 9, Agent Coulson. And rounding out Andrew's list is the Hulk. So there we go. That is the Marvel and Friends draft. Maybe that's what we should call it, Marvel and Friends.
There we go. Why not?
Yeah. Perfect.
That is the Marvel and Friends draft. Those are our first 10 picks. If you were playing along, how many of your picks did we take? Leave a comment down below. Let us know what your list would look like. Leave your draft picks. Forget about anyone that we've chosen. What are your 10 picks? What does that look like? Who would you invite to the barbecue? Now, we are going to do 4 more picks for the FGP Squad. So, FGP Squad, make sure that you check Patreon this week for the additional video where we will give you 4 more picks as part of this draft. And that's it. That is going to wrap up the Marvel and Friends draft. Anything else that you want to add before we wrap up this episode?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's
You were
good.
Right on. New episode of Quizneyland is up this week. If you haven't had an opportunity to take a listen, make sure that you head over to your favorite podcast app and check that out. And that's it. That's going to wrap it up. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep moving forward, and always remember to pass on the magic. Have a fantastic week, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.